Hello and welcome! This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Rimworld, returning to a town named Sallvation. And I've been doing some thinking in between videos, and I have come to the realization, well, I already knew this, that my security right now is not adequate. And there's some things that I'd like to do to remedy that. Now, I have set up all these jobs here to deconstruct doors, and some of those jobs have already been done. And I think I would actually like to rethink some of this. So rather than disassemble the doors, what I'm going to do is I'm going to reassemble the ones that have already been disassembled. And I have a different plan for my security, and I just want to see if we can get it to work. So right now, the problem is I have this corridor here that the plan is we give the attackers a open path and they walk over the traps. But so far, all they've been doing is picking a door and breaking through the door rather than actually walking over the traps. So at times, at most, I get maybe 1 or 2 traps to actually hit somebody. Now, I still have some traps to go, so that's part of the problem. But I think maybe with some redesigning here, we can address it. And maybe also I need to rethink things in case that doesn't work as well. So with that in mind, I'm going to switch the construction over here of the walls. And we'll try out this construction over on this side where I have the most room. And just see how it works. It's going to be a little bit more problematic over here because I'm probably going to have to end up actually removing this growing field. But I want to see how it works over here, what I have planned. So let's go ahead and have time continue here. And another thing I want to take a look at is Min. I have her working on art, but maybe the priority shouldn't be quite so high. Oh, one of my turrets broke down. Okay. They'll get repaired. I have repair on a very high priority, so we're low on food. That is actually true. We are. How are crops doing? The main reason we're running low on food here is we had that toxic fallout which restricted food for a very long time. And it looks like my potato plants are a little ways off from growing again. We also have some strawberry plants and some corn. Now the corn's going to take quite a while. I could hunt, but the problem is that toxic fallout did a good job of killing a lot of the animals in the area as well. But it's probably time for that. So I'm going to go ahead and select some things that are nearby. Not the Thrumbo, because that's going to be a little bit more dangerous to hunt. And I'm going to let them do this on their own initiative. The hunters. I should have some people queued to hunt. Yeah, Sally Joe's pretty high up there. She is the best at it. Granted, she is missing a thumb, which I don't know how much that affects her ability to shoot. Right at the moment, she is doing other things, picking up scrap metal. So I'm hoping we'll be able to make it through until the crops are ready. Although might get desperate. Ooh, we got a turkey inside the base. Well, you know what? Let's grab somebody that's good with a gun, like Sally Sue. Rafter. She's just redoing research, which is not really essential. And let's get her really close. Fire at the turkey. Alright. You can be undrafted now and prioritize hauling turkey. Alright, well, we got a turkey dead. That's some progress, I guess. You'll probably go to bed now. But we can have Mitch cook here once he's done going for a walk. I'm going to let him do that because it's going to help his joy, which he probably doesn't have a lot of. Okay. So Sally Joe is now hunting. I'm going to give her a better chance here. So we'll draft her. And we'll go ahead and kill the ostrich here. did wake up. There we go. Now you can be undrafted and prioritize. Oh, you're already going to haul that. All right. Now what I'm going to do is build the wall here. So we have an abundance of limestone, but I don't want to use that because I still need traps. So what I prefer to do is use like granite and slate, which we don't have a lot of. So we'll start with the granite. We should have enough to build this wall out. And then I'll switch to the slate here. All right, so my plan here is to draw out their path. Because right now what they're doing is they're coming to this door, breaking it down, and then having a quick path through. I'm hoping that this will stretch them out a little bit. Now, I could put a door here and put a trap here to guarantee... Well, even then, I don't know if it guarantees anything. But I want to give this a try and just see if it encourages them to path more. If they have a longer route to go. But there's more to this plan than what we have going right now. I just am sealing out. Oh, please don't make that long range of a shot. You're going to miss a lot. As a matter of fact, what I prefer you to do is prioritize working on the wall here. And Mitch is making some meals here. Now what are you up to? You're hunting again. You didn't finish the wall. Get over here. Unfortunately, her hunting is at a high priority. You know what? Maybe we should let her go. We'll let her finish that and just let her go. I prefer she, like, you know, got a little closer, though, so... Here, kill this rat. Fire rat. If anything, this actually helps her get her shooting skill up. Alright, looks like the low food went away. She'll eventually go to sleep, so not overly worried about it. Let's see how the growing is going. So some of these are at the 60 percentile. We've got 70 percentile up here. 80%. Maybe done by the end of the day. So this, like, held us over for a little while. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to go ahead and cancel all these hunt orders if I can. Because I want the animal population to come back. If it has a chance, if we don't have another Fallout thing happen. Alright, so there's stage 1 of the construction. Stage 2 is going to involve taking all this down. And uninstalling the turret. Alright, I'm actually going to turn the art down a bit. So that, Min only does that if she has nothing else to do. I'm going to draft her, then undraft her. Alright, well that didn't particularly work. Alright, she's ignoring me. Okay, whatever. Alright. Meal situation is still on the low end of things. As a matter of fact, we ran out of the... I'm just going to call it beef jerky. I also need the doors finished here. It'd be nice if they worked on that, because I am missing doors in key places here. Now you might be wondering why I'm taking down the turret. There's a reason for it. And that reason is I'm going to build another wall here. So what do we have? We have sandstone, we've got granite, and we've got slate. Again, I'm going to use the granite and slate for the moment. I guess we'll stay on the slate. We've got about 30 of that. So what I'd like ideally is to maybe just leave a path that is one wide here. And we go from here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a kill zone. As a matter of fact, I could make this bigger and kind of narrow it, but alternatively, I could make it go all the way across, but I don't know how much I like that idea. I only want them to have one way out. So there's the slate. And then we want granite, which we only have 13 of, so that's not going to last long. There we go. So I'm going to make a structure in here that comes out maybe just here. I'm not exactly sure how far I wanted to extend it out. And then we're going to put a door over here. Okay, so we need a new research. And I really don't have necessarily a set path I want to go. But I guess we'll just go ahead and research all these things. So, fine, let's do carpet making. I mean, we're going to eventually go through everything, so it's not like I think it matters at this point. Especially when I have a concern over our security that is right now higher than any other concern. I am going to tell them to cut this tree down because it is kind of in the way. Alright. So we've got people... Wow, Min will not stop making art. Alright, well... I guess that's okay. As long as I have people working on the walls and other things. Alright, looks like we still have some slate, so somebody did create some. So I'm going to switch over to slate again. Alright, I must have kept something with a hunt job on it. We'll let that go. There we go. How are the crops doing? Huh. Oh yeah, we do have some that are grown. I thought I saw one that said 100%. Oh, maybe I was mistaken. Alright. This is starting to get kind of full. Oh, there's one ostrich left. Well, again, it helps with food, so we'll let it go. Alright. We're getting there. They almost have all the doors constructed. Oh, you still have things to shoot at. Oh, that ostrich. Okay. Oh, and a squirrel, too. It's not rotting. So we'll grab that. It must have died either on accident from the gunshots or from other causes. It's always a good idea to just scout around and see if you do see any more dead bodies. There's a wolf, so I have to watch out for that. here's something. Oh, that's a club. I think that was from the one fire that spread. You know, another thing I haven't really checked on in a while is just if there are berry bushes. Now, a lot of things got killed by the toxic fallout in our area, so there might not be, but you never know, so let's see. I don't see anything over here. Oh, we got something there. All right, we got a few. All right, so that will help. It'll give us some berries. So, it was worth it, I think. But, once we get these grown in, it should be okay. Alright, so we've got some more slate blocks, it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, Min is working on the art, and she's not working on anything else. Even though I have other things higher priority. I really need to turn that down. So let's do that. She'll do that if she has absolutely nothing else to do. Okay. Doors constructed. Let's see if we can continue to build this wall here. So we've got another 24 or so slate. Again, I'm not positive of how big I want to make this structure. Is this roofed? Let's take a look at that. Zone. Yeah, it is. Alright, so they've got a little roofed area. You know what? That probably was roofed from before. Well, you know what? I'm going to expand the roof area to include this. But then we're going to clear a roof area like that. So we have a little bit of stretch of covered area. And eventually somebody's going to work on that. That's on auto rearm. Oh, we got a raid. Okay, let's take a look at it. A siege. A group of pirates from... Alright. Pound you with artillery from a distance. Go jump to their location. What does that mean? So, club, sniper rifle. Okay, that might be the problem, the launcher. Pistol, club, shotgun. Alright, so it's mostly the launcher, so if I can go and find Mini here and kill them. Huh. Alright, well, we'll have to keep an eye on them and see what happens here. But it was an incendiary, so that's going to cause fires, I would imagine. Well, I didn't get to finish my experiment. We managed to finish off some of the fortifications. And they are attacking from the direction that I... Ooh. They're up here now. Yeah, they're attacking from a direction that I kind of prefer them to be attacking from. Alright, let's keep an eye on Minnie here. Oh, geez. Bunch of crap just landed here. Okay. Oh, wow. Interesting. They're actually building artillery. All right, well, I got to deal with that. Everybody but Mitch is getting woken up here and drafted. All right. And Mitch, I'm going to restrict you to the home area so that you don't go haul things or something out in the area that will get you attacked. I gotta go attack these guys, because they are about to... I kind of wonder if these supplies are meant for them. You know? Like, this is supposed to be their siege equipment. Alright, well, we're gonna come and meet them. It's that launcher I'm worried about. The fire launcher. So, let's see if we can set up on the other side of this. Alright. Slow things down. Ow, somebody got shot in the head. Sally... May? Yeah. Headshot. Alright, so far she's okay, though. Alright, that guy's dead. I'm kind of worried about this guy over here. Maybe Sally Joe can pick him off. While the others shoot at somebody else. Oh, Minla just died. Do I run or do I keep fighting? Alright, they're running. Crap. I mean, she wasn't that important of a character because of a lot of the things she couldn't do, but she was still useful as a colonist. Well, you're gonna get stripped, Minla, and I guess we're gonna have to set up a grave for you. So, is that under miscellaneous grave? I have never done one of these. But I'll set it up against this wall here. Minla was a family member of somebody too, right? Alright, well. I didn't pay attention to what kind of resources that took. Doesn't take any, I guess. Okay. I don't know if we can prioritize things. Like, for instance, I'll just go ahead and... Oh, we never stripped that guy. Okay. I'm sure his clothes are in horrible condition at this point. All these guys are going to be are going to be forbidden just because I want to make sure that Minla ends up in the grave. Okay, all these people... I'm going to have you strip. Of course, I'm going to keep them right now. Yeah, these guys all died, right? No, you're not dead. You're dead, though. Alright, so we're going to keep fighting here. So everybody but Sally Joe. Actually, these three in the back are going to chase after here. I don't think we're going to be able to take them out. Alright, that's fine. We'll go ahead and just undraft. Undraft. Alright. Unforbid all the food and other resources. Alright, well that didn't go particularly well. I totally didn't expect. I don't know if this will ever go away. But, yeah. Things are a little bit not great right now. Okay, so one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to deconstruct this. I'm going to tell Mitch to jump on it. Seriously? Anybody else? Alright, well, for some reason I can't Why are you pathing like that? I'm sure that's not gonna make you happy. Well, no, actually, I guess that doesn't really count. The skeletons don't count as anything bad, I guess. Matter of fact, why didn't anybody carry anything while they were over here? There's all kinds of supplies. Huh. Oh, I see. Deconstruct that. A lot of people are heading to bed because they're hurt. What are my doctor skills like? Sally Sue's a decent doctor. Where are you, Sally Sue? Can you prioritize healing Sally Mae? How are your things? You got a gunshot in your right leg, which is why you're really delayed here. Okay. Alright. Now, I'm gonna need somebody to haul. Haul. I might have to wake Sally Mae up here and heal Min. And then I guess I'll have Sally Sue just go to a bed. Oh, but I don't want to use normal medicine. I might have to restrict normal medicine here in a second. I want the medical bed. That's kind of what my problem is. So what I need to have happen here is structure. No, that would be under furniture, hospital bed, make it out of steel. And this will be our permanent hospital bed. So we'll do that. Mitch, can you come over here and prioritize that, please? Or Minla. Where is Minla? I could have swore I told him to strip. Okay. We're going to change this here in a second, once we have the grave built. And as a matter of fact, let's speed things up here a little bit. Ooh, we got a trader. Sally Joe's the only one not hurt, so... Where's the trader? Alright. We'll let him get closer. Give Sally Joe some sleep here. Oh, okay, never mind. Min, you can wake up. Get over here and trade. We do have an injured person here that I kind of ignored. What is your character like? You're not capable of doing any of these things. But you are capable of hauling. You got chemical interest. You're... Huh. What's your health like? Yeah, I'm just going to leave you to die. Because you got a shattered rib. Well, on the other hand, though, if I heal you and send you out, you might be okay. So, what? You know what? I will, I guess, capture you. Who's not doing anything right now? Go ahead and... Well, first strip him. Okay, here's the trading. They have got some components, which I might want. They have a lot of food. This food is relatively cheap. But I think I kind of want the components more right now. And that's it. We'll just accept that. I think the food situation will get under control eventually. Alright. Strip. Capture. Oh, I need a prison bed. Okay. Prisoner bed. Capture. Okay. And I think this is a good point to put a cut in the video, so I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.